Hey folks, I'm Mike. Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/Inkdependence. It keeps this blog ad-free. Hello folks and welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike and this is the Spoke Pen. Spoke Pen is a Kickstarter project by Brad the Pen Addict Dowdy and Brian Conti of Strong Like Bold Magnets and the Spoke mechanical pencils. He's been making mechanical pencils since at least 2012 and they all have the same kind of look, which is a streamlined geometric deco style. It is not the minimal pen that you see on Kickstarter so often, like this one, which is the Studio Neat Mark I. I'm really a fan of this pen as well, but sometimes you like a little bit of over-design in your pen. This one is milled out of aluminum. You can see these nice sort of cutouts in the barrel. They're actually very comfortable in the hand. These bits in the middle here go all the way through the body, and then there's a sleeve that you can use for color contrast inside. Mine is obviously blue and black. This is the one that Brad handed me at the Baltimore Pen Show. Thank you very much, Brad, for hooking me up with a review sample. I also backed this one, and I'll probably be getting that Orange Crush. Go and check out the Kickstarter for the Orange Crush looks like. There's also a Joker finish, all kinds of cool stuff you can do with aluminum body pen plus some anodization. This one has a nice blue finish. The one I'm hoping to get is probably going to be orange. They also come in all kinds of other colors, so check that out on the Kickstarter. The other thing to know about anodized aluminum is that you can get some wear on this stuff. The anodization can wear off, and I've got a couple of places on mine where it's worn off or been chipped off by things that were close to it. So here on the cap, right there at the edge, this little scrape. Right here underneath the clip, see a couple of dots where these things contact all the time. I'm not worried about that. I think it's a little bit of wabi-sabi that I'm into, just a little bit of imperfection to give it character. But if that's the thing that's going to bother you, I would say go for one of the more machined sort of finishes, because those are available too. And those won't have that anodization wear. You just won't get as interesting colors. And I actually think the wear is what gives it a little bit of character sometimes. So on the outside of this pen, you have these milling bits here. You've got a nice black finial here. You've got the Spoke logo here on the top, right there, which is cool. And then you have this clip. And honestly, this clip is the thing that gave me pause about this pen, because it's real skinny. I mean, look how thin that clip is. And I've seen thin clips like this on other Kickstarter pens, and it hasn't gone well. They've been I don't know, aluminum or something like that, and they tend to bend, and you end up with a pen which has a clip just bent out here, and it looks bad. It feels bad, bro, and you don't want that. But this is spring steel, and it is real tough. So I actually asked Brad about that. I'm like, what's up with this skinny clip, Brad? He said, here's the thing about that skinny clip, Mike. And they took out something thick. I've got this, but he took out like a bunch of pocket notebooks, and you can stretch this spring clip over whatever you want, basically. And it'll take it, and it'll hang on. So there you go. And then you get it off there, snap right back with no problems. And then it's ready to go back on your shirt placket, your pocket, your jeans, whatever you want to put this on. This is a hard use pen that is going to be pretty bomb proof, I think. This thing is stiff. So don't worry about the clip. If you're worried about the clip, don't worry about the clip. It's good. It's a good clip. All right. And I have put this through its paces. I've been just like yanking on it and twisting it and all kinds of stuff, trying to get this thing to deform and be bad. It's not. It's great. Look at it. It's still perfect. So, good clip. Good design, guys. On the inside of this, when you take off the cap, let's set that aside. This is the titanium finish, and it has grooves machined into it, and so this is a raw metal here. I haven't actually played with the aluminum ones, which are anodized. I think they're all anodized black, and that'll give you a slicker feel like the body. But man, this groove titanium has a great grippiness to it without ever feeling sharp. You never want to feel the grooves, you just want them to hold onto your fingers. And this does a great job of that. So well done on that one. I'm glad I backed the titanium version. This also has, you can see, a slightly different color here at the nose cone. The nose cone is stainless steel, and that's because the cap on this pen is magnetic. So there is, inside here, which you definitely can't see, a neodymium magnet up here at the tip, and so you get a very, very pleasing cap actuation. It's just kind of there. It's just really snaps loose, or snaps on there, in a pretty satisfying way. I was worried about that because, as y'all probably know if you're a regular channel viewer, I am dubious about magnetic caps. They don't work that great on most fountain pens because they end up having a bad cap seal. Sometimes they're too weak and the cap will fall off. You don't want that in your pocket because you end up with ink in your pocket and it's all ruined. This one works really well. Maybe it's because it's a gel pen. That's what this is built around, the Signo DX. We'll get to that here in a little bit. So it hasn't dried out or anything. This thing writes perfectly. But also, this is really, really satisfying. And very strong. These neodymium magnets are real good. So I'm going to try to shake this this body loose. I will say I haven't been successful at this in the past, and it was kind of surprising. So I was pretty worried that it was going to let go in my pocket. Aha! I finally got it. I finally got it by going like this and like whipping it, and that worked. But you're never going to do that in a pocket. So yeah, you could shake this and throw this across the room, James Bond style, but it's not coming off unless you do some real vigorous shaking action. I mean, I had to give it the business. So, you know, pretty darn good stuff there. So well done, guys. I'm impressed by that. Inside this pen, take off the barrel here. I haven't been able to remove this sleeve. I'm not really sure how it comes out. I mean, they put it in, so it must come out, but it doesn't shift around or fall out. There's also a spring back in the barrel that doesn't fall out either, which is nice, because one of the problems with taking apart pens like this is sometimes you take them apart and just stuff flies out of them. You have like sleeves falling out, you've got springs falling out, you take this out and there's springs falling out of that. There's no spring in the tip here. The spring is all in the back of the barrel. This is the refill that's built around. This is the Signo DX refill, which is kind of a weirdo in terms of shape. And so lots of these Kickstarter pins can't accommodate it. But it is a really good gel refill. And there's a whole bunch of refills that are like it and having this nose cone action. This pen is, of course, built around it. There we go. Built around it, and so it can definitely accommodate it. It just kind of goes right in there. And then it's held in place by that spring at the end of the barrel. The spring is very strong. It's a good spring. I've been messing around with this, putting different refills in there, seeing what fits. They sent out an update not too long ago saying what refills fit and giving some that don't fit for various reasons. So I wanted to try it out. And I've got a couple I can probably add to their list here as we go. So let's take a look at the kind of refills that fit in this cool Kickstarter pen. Firstly, you have your Signo pens. Where'd it go? Ah, here it is. Which look more or less like this. There are a bunch of different versions of this pen. They come in lots of different tip sizes. They come in lots and lots of colors. A huge rainbow of colors you can find for this. And they're great gel pens. Just good colors, good lines, no skipping, no blobbing, all that jazz. It's a good refill. If you don't love that one, you've also got the Signo. This is the Unival Signo RT. I love the RT. I think this is a great pen, but the refill I think will be even better in this cool body. You've also got the Sarasa Clip. Sarasa Clips come in a bunch of different kinds of tip styles and colors. This is obviously bright orange and a 0.4 millimeter, which is, you know, a little bit unusual size. There are a zillion of those. You've also got, let's see what else here. You've got, and the regular Sarasa pens. This wasn't on their list, so I've checked it out because I have a bunch of these, but I don't really care for this body. Like, this body kind of, it's fine, but it's only fine. That comes in a zillion colors as well. That fits. You've got the Signo 207 and 307 line. These fit as well as the DX. They've all got the same shape and size and diameter and stuff in here, so those are all good. These come in not as many colors, but man, the performance of these 207s and 307s, it's really great. So they've got those. You've also got the inner gels. Here are a couple of different inner gels. Inner gels come in a bunch of different sizes as well, but the inserts, the refills, all seem like they're about the same size, and so they all fit just fine in the spoke pen. I've got here the, what is this called? The Inner Gel BL417. This is kind of a stick pin version. And while I love this refill, I don't care much for this body. It kind of sucks. This one, likewise, is pretty good, but this body is kind of silly. It's kind of chunky and weird. And yeah, this is a 1.0 millimeter refill, so if you want some thick in the spoke pen, you got that as well. And then one of my very favorite gel pens, it doesn't get enough love, is the Papermate Inkjoy Gel. I really like this body, actually, but I really love the refill in these. These are really good pens. And they come in a wide variety of colors as well, and those also fit in the spoke pen. And then if you're like, Mike, I don't like gel pens, what are you doing here, bro? You also have ballpoints. This is a Uniball Jetstream, and I think the Jetstream is the best of ballpoints. They've recently released a bunch of Parker-style refills for these. Actually, have I used this one up? I think I've used it up. It looks empty. Yeah. Oh, no, not quite. Just got some air void. I've had this one for too long in the wrong position. Any hoozle, the Jetstream is a great refill and is a great ballpoint, and that will also fit here in the spoke pen. So you can get those. So if you would like to replace all of these like quasi-lame bodies with one very cool body, get yourself a spoke pen. Go over there in the next couple of days and sign up to back the spoke pen. It is definitely going to make, and they have been moving back the fulfillment date for various sectors of the Kickstarter because they've gotten such great response. It's going to take them a while, but you'll be in a group. You'll get those on time, I imagine. These guys are good, and if not, look, you're going to get your Kickstarter, man. So get back this pen. Back the spoke. Spoke is cool. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.